I'm going to show you how to stretch for Taekwondo and Karate to get stronger, faster kicks and stay healthier longer. Follow me. Before we get started, let me know what country you live in, where are you training from. Put them in the comment section below. Start on your knees with your feet under your hips. Bring your arms out the side, fingers down, circles forward. You're going to do 10 to 12 of these, and then thumbs back. And there are 12 of these. From here, start to cross through the middle, alternating which hand you have on top. And now twist. First twisting just to the side is going to loosen your lower back and get the blood moving. This is going to help you with those higher kicks. Now bring the arms up and back to the side. Almost like a golf swing. And bring both arms to the front and reverse, leading with the outer edge of your hand. Turn your hand out. You're going to be punching a little bit too when you do your martial arts training, so we want to stretch the legs. We also want to stretch the upper body. Bring the hands together, relax them, and then switch. Now bring the hands in front of the body, palms up, bring your elbows close to your back. You're going to turn your hands, pushing back. This is going to floss that nerve and reduce inflammation, allowing you to do more push-ups so you can get a stronger guard and stronger punches, faster punches. Now from here, sit back. Now I want you to put your feet all the way out, and I want you to bounce your calves. If you're doing all the footwork you should be doing, and you're doing your bouncing, and you're doing lots of kicks, your calves are gonna get tight. This is how you're gonna let them go. You're gonna release them. Just bouncing on the ground. When you roll your ankle all the time, it's not your ankle, it's your foot. Strengthen your feet. Here's how you do that. You're gonna turn your feet in. Now your toes, all the way from big toe to pinky toe, might not be able to fully stretch and touch each other. Mine do because I've been doing it for so long. So you turn it in, and then you turn it all the way out, turn it in, turn it out. You need this strength and flexibility in your feet to protect those ankles. In, out, in. Bring your knees up, you're on your heels, lean onto your hands, just rock to the side first just a few times. Now open your feet. You're gonna bring one knee in, and then the other knee in. We're not gonna hold any of these stretches all that long. We're gonna hit every part of the body. You're gonna see really fast, rapid results when you add this into whatever stretching routine you might be doing already, or you replace what you're doing with this one. You're gonna get there so much faster, so much more flexibility, far less injuries, a lot more speed. Now you're gonna lie on your back and your arms are gonna come to the side. I'm gonna show you two directions here. My arms are to the side, my head's down and relaxed. Breathe slowly. Bring your knees to the right and to the left. You're gonna do 5 or 6 of these, 3 or 4 on each side, and then leave your knees on one side. You're gonna let the body and the weight of the body do the work of the stretch. And then bring the knees to the other side. I'm gonna hold this. And bring that up after about 20 or 30 seconds. 20 or 30 seconds on these stretches. That's about the longest stretch you're gonna get in this routine. Now from here, I'm gonna pull my right knee in, pull your right knee in, extend your left leg all the way out. I'm gonna turn a little bit so you can see. Extend it all the way out. Just relax it. Pull this up into your chest as high as you can, and then you're gonna hold this one, let your head go down. What's gonna happen is the hip flexors, that's what lifts all those kicks, all those roundhouse kicks, front kicks, side, everything is the hip flexor. All starts right in here. You gotta let that release. So bring your head back, hold this 15 or 20 seconds, and then just switch. Hold this one up. You're gonna lift it up, you're gonna hold under, below the knee, behind the leg. One hand on this side, the other hand here, the other leg goes out,
and you're gonna pull your foot back and release.
Now this is really important because if you get this one done right, you're gonna get the most benefit. This is flossing another nerve. This is flossing the sciatic nerve. When you're pulling, you're just releasing. It's different than pushing. You're not pushing your foot, you're not pumping the foot, you're pulling it back and then releasing. Pull, let it go. On your back, your leg is up, relax your head to the floor, pull and release 10 to 15 times, and then at the end, you're gonna hold the pull back, you're gonna drive your heel up, almost like you're trying to touch the ceiling with your heel. So again, pull it back like you were doing and releasing, hold it this time, drive that heel straight up. Now I'm not pulling this way, this is all about the nerve running through all the joints, squeezing out the inflammation. I'm gonna tell you a secret that most people don't know. When it comes to flexibility, the muscle has very little to do with it. That means you're not inflexible in your muscles. It has to do with your nerves. When your nerves are inflamed or injured, they hold the muscle tight. They send messages, don't move. That's where your inflexibility is coming from. That's why you should be getting lots of fresh water, you should get lots of sleep, but you really have to learn how to floss that nerve and release that inflammation. This is the exercise that does it for martial arts kicking. My head's down. And then again, after I've done 10 to 15, I'm gonna pull, hold it back, and then I'm gonna straighten that leg, almost like I'm trying to push the heel and touch the ceiling with it. And again, it's not stretching back. Now, next exercise, I'm gonna engage my gluteal muscles. I'm gonna engage my big bum muscles. And you're gonna do this so that you can stabilize that hip and increase efficiency. Engage your core muscles so you can kick a lot faster. The way you do that is you pull your feet up, you push your hips up into a half bridge, and then hold it. You just hold this right here, and breathe, relax into it. I'm gonna go 10, 15, 20 seconds, and then down, and then finally I'm gonna let one knee fall out at a time. I just let it go out and in, with that inner leg flexibility. Now the butterfly, everybody loves to do the butterfly. I want you to do it this way with me. Bring the bottoms of your feet together, grab your ankles, let them fall into the floor, straighten your lower back, breathe and relax, don't force anything. Gently press with your elbows into the knees. They'll start to drop. Give yourself some time, 20 to 30 seconds, and then I like to stretch one leg at a time. Bring one leg to the side, toes pointed up. You're gonna stretch, leaning forward, until you feel that stretching in here. I'm isolating one leg at a time. When you kick one leg to the side at a time, unless you're doing that jump split kick. But we're gonna stretch this one, allow it to go deeper into that stretch. Here's one thing I want you to remember. You don't need to be able to do a full split to kick above your head, to kick somebody in the face. You need to be able to move into that position without tearing or ripping anything. These stretches will get you there. That'll get you that flexibility, but I don't care if you can do a full stretched out split between two tables, between two chairs. It doesn't matter if you can go into a full split, one leg in front of the other, onto the ground, with your crotch hitting the floor. That's not necessarily what you want. That's definitely not what you want if you're giving up speed and power. I can still kick you in your face. I can still kick you on top of your head. I don't care how tall you are, and I'm getting older. It has nothing to do with that full split, full stretch. I've never been able to get all the way out, but I've always been able to hit really high and really fast. You want to keep some of that tension in there. It's like an old rubber band. You stretch that thing out too much and it just is flaccid, falls all over the place, has no more stretch, no more snap. You don't want your muscles, your tendons to stretch out like that. So don't force it. Pay attention to doing it right. Once you've done one leg, bring it back in, let it drop back into this first position, and then same thing, toes up toward the ceiling, stretch it out, isolate this other leg, work on this inner thigh as you stretch forward. Here's the last stretch. I'm gonna show you how to do this in a seated position because this is how I want you to do it. You're gonna have one knee in front of the body, you're gonna take the other leg behind you till it's flat onto the ground, and then you're going to lean forward. This is going to hit that IT or iliotibial band. That's where all that tightness comes from all those roundhouse kicks. If you're doing your training right, you're doing 1,000 roundhouse kicks a day, that's gonna get tight really fast. You have to take care of your body. You have to address that and you get your flexibility back. So I'm gonna show you from the side what it looks like. I just have one knee bent in the front. The other leg is out. My hips are square to the floor. I want you to start in this position first and allow yourself to stretch down into it. Hold this for 15 or 20 seconds, and then I want you to push and get that nice arch in your back, that natural arch. Make sure you're looking straight ahead or forward, up a little bit. And you're gonna feel that in here. You're gonna feel it where you're tight. It might be a little bit different. Some people will feel it up here, some in the middle, some back here. Then you're gonna switch to the other side. And again, the knees in the front. It's just like you're doing this stretch. The leg is bent in the front of the body. Take the other leg and it goes behind you, straight back so that your hips are square. You lean forward, you drop down into it, relax and breathe. Breathing relaxes the body, push yourself up.